Alright, there we go.
Stanley worked for...
Shit. Oh, its sensitivity was way off. It's way too fast. Where the fuck is it? Camera sensitivity there. That's better.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided...
Hold up. I'm still tweaking the stream a bit. Okay. Oh, it looks like I can't change it.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Can I can't interact with shit. I don't know if I can't open anything though, sadly. Do you think it's gonna open? Doesn't look like it. Shit.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nah.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I feel like I should choose everything it does say.
Yes,
how can I
truly
trust
a room
him? I don't
worth
think I can trust
admiring.
him.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
First open door. Should we take the first open door to the left? I don't know. It looks a bit sketchy. I'm gonna go with this one.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yo, thank you, Cass, for liking. Do not jump. See, for all I know, that could also just
Look,
be something
Stanley,
he's
I
saying.
think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really,
Maybe he is.
I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
No.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
We're really gonna go through the red door? Fuck no.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No! See, better.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Is there... There's a blue door.
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms,
he's trying to
exposed
force me
developer
to a red
textures.
door. Of course
Is
I'm
this
not gonna
what
go
you
to
had
the fucking red
wanted?
door.
Was it worth
Hell no.
ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Very worth it.
Do you
It's
not
beautiful.
think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see?
just don't trust
Vehicles?
them.
Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a
Yo, thanks
stab
for
in
all
the
the
dark
likes,
at a new
appreciate it.
design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go.
Okay.
A third option.
Third option.
This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
I think I'm gonna go for the left door this time. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices?
No.
Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some
I
real
don't
critical
know.
feedback
One,
here.
yeah. I'm gonna go with that one. Number one.
One? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically,
Yeah, you
but
get
a
it, Cass.
one? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh shit. Hey yo, I like this. A leaderboard. It makes it competitive. I like it. Good old Neil. Okay, everybody's offline though. Can't scroll it. Okay, it scrolls automatically. That's really good. You know what? I'm gonna go for this one this time. It feels worth it, you know?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through the doors? Again, honest answers, please.
I really did.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Oh, shit.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger.
Should
You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice.
Burn him.
But
Okay,
of course,
I'll do it.
the message of the game
It's
only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Could be better graphics.
You heartless
Could be better
bastard.
graphics.
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Spite you,
Because
definitely.
if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
Goddamn.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
It better be good if he's going to take me to another
Seems like
game.
it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Better be good. Hey, yo, what the fuck? You brought me to Firewatch?
Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory?
Hey,
What is
yo.
our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
Nah.
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Who fire watches the Firewatch? You know what? That's fucking poetry right there. Okay. Bye, guys. Yo, this game actually looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, no. No, it can't be.
Yeah.
It
looks
is.
Nice.
It's an open world
Yeah, I
game.
love open world
Good God,
games.
quickly, block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That
I got
big
scammed, bro. I
open,
thought I was in an
just
open world
wandering
game.
around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it.
Oh, you
We're
got
out
scared.
of the woods now, Stanley.
I'm disappointed. I thought it was in an
I'm
open
going
world
to get
game
us
now.
out of here. Let's find another game.
Nah, man. I
Preferably
like this
something
one.
with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay. I think this will be just the thing.
Shit. Fucking Rocket League?
Wonderful.
Yo,
See, this
I
is
like
exactly
this.
what I had in mind.
I was
Just a nice
disappointed. I was
big
like, shit,
box
he
for
brought me
you
out
to
of
run
Firewatch,
around
but
in.
Rocket
There
League
isn't
even
any
better.
possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed. Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see.
It looks really good, though. If only
There are
had
lots
like
of
a
cars
car.
here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I
Long
think
time
it's
ago I played
sports
Rocket League. I
ball.
should
Oh, what
try it again.
fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Just like fucking Rocket League. Huh. Huh. It's fucked up. I can't jump in this game. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, I'ma go.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it
Yup.
better than my
Yup.
miserable little story that I
Oh,
worked
am
so
missing.
hard on? Stanley,
Fuck. Oh, shit.
hold on. What are you doing?
Hey. God damn.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me?
Oh, shit. Where am I? Oh, no, this is creepy. The fuck am I? I don't know. I'm getting a bad vibe. See, there's one light. I swear if it flickers or some shit. Shit is creepy. I swear. Can't even interact with anything. Hello? On a Bitcoin miner. Fuck. Creepy as shit though.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
I was
and if
happy
he's
until I
learned
got
the
into
heavy
that creepy
cost
ass
that
fucking
comes
room.
with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way.
Shit.
Once this ends, after it
Back
all
to
comes to a
forcing to walk
close,
places.
then I'll be
I
back.
don't like it.
The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
He's just gonna... The end? Is that... Okay. Oh shit, I'm back here.
All of his co-workers
Oh
were
shit,
gone.
it just restarted
What
the game.
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Turn off
simply
PC.
missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Peak gameplay, I fucking love this game.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't know. Should I take the door to the left? I'm taking the doors to the right. Fuck that shit.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room,
I know,
and
I don't
Stanley
trust
knew
him.
it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes. This room.
Yeah.
What a beautiful room.
Beautiful room.
What a gorgeous... But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh no. Yeah,
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years
This time,
ago.
I'm not going to jump down there. I'm just going to continue up.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Doesn't feel like it.
There's someone
It's
you've
supposed to
been
be hopeless, I don't
neglecting,
like it.
Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. This is it, Stanley.
Can I go in here?
Your chance to redeem yourself.
Nice.
To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who's she? Oh shit. Oh shit. Hey yo. Shit's in Dari. I don't know what the fuck's going on now. Hello? Shit is scary, man. fuck just happened? Oh shit, I can still walk. Yo.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly play...
God damn. The fuck
Stanley, is that you?
No.
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right.
Okay, can I walk away from
Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
damn Gotcha. Oh, come on.
What the fuck is this?
Did you actually think you had a loving wife
Yo.
who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Is there a choice? Yeah, is there a choice to go here?
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Nah. Okay, fuck, I guess I am.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Hey, yo. Good employer press iron keyboard. No. What happens if I just wait here? He can't force me, can he? Can I just wait here? See what happens? Can I walk out? Okay, I guess not.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Dang. No. He just told me it's insequential, or whatever the fuck he said. I don't know. There's no point in doing it then, is it? I can just wait here all day. Is it going to be against it or something? Can I just press everything around it? I don't know. I don't feel like pressing V is going to be a good idea. Is there like a dialogue or something else that happens if I don't? Fine.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
No, I'm not.
Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
I don't know. I don't feel like I should be pressing these buttons. He just told me how bad it is. I don't know. Yo, should I? I think I'm gonna press the button.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
That's the reason he's hearing this voice. Oh, I want to watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Okay,
as he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
It's kind of fucking with my brain a bit.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Fine.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Okay, so basically he has a brain tumor. That's the plot.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
Annual
But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay, we do not push the button, but...
You see? Can he just not hear me?
Hey, yo.
How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again.
It just says, please
and Stanley
die.
pushed a button. And I tried.
Hey, yo. I didn't press no button. I pressed my keyboard. Does that count? Oh, I'm back here. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You know what? This time I'll go to the meeting room. I'll just go straight there. New.
Oh, new content? What does that mean?
I don't know. New content. Okay, never mind. New content sounds way better than just going to a meeting room. Ooh. Never mind. This. Okay, I guess we're on this right now. Shit looks scary though. Not gonna lie.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Thank you.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Can I? Okay. Go to the creepy ass.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Is there...
Is it broken?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Fuck is going on here?
Should we be moving somewhere or...
Oh, there
we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if, oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Says new content. Okay.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Oh, I like this. That's actually way better. I like this game. Just sitting here jumping. Can't jump outside of it though. Wow. That's it? Man, they got me hooked on jumping and now they're gonna tell me I can't jump? The fuck is this scam?
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Yeah, there has to. Oh, it's another elevator. I was like, what the fuck am I hearing?
Another elevator. Stanley,
Feeling
I
a
have
VIP
to
here
say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the new content. Oh.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks, just you and me, having a great time together like always.
Now he's actually talking fast.
What do you say, friend?
I like it. I like it. That new content is a scam. It's like paying a DLC for EA. Oh, what the fuck?
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
Should I? Should I go to the vent or? I don't know. That's a hard choice. Should I go to the vent or not? Okay, I'm gonna go through the vent. Fuck it. I better not miss out on anything there because this dude. Okay. Dang.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something.
You built a beautiful place, I'm not gonna lie. Piano. Who's playing the piano? There's nobody there.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Okay, good, I can leave. Can I go down here? Ah, I can't. Shit. First. Hey, yo, it's me. Cool.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
Yo,
The
Impen,
Stanley
welcome to the
Parable
stream.
is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games
Yeah,
and
we're
one that
number 10 out of
offers
10,
some of the
9 out of
most
10.
enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
What did he open? I can't get in here. Serious room. Hello? Let me get out. Let me get out. Doesn't let me out. Hades.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again.
I don't know. I would rather, go home. You ain't opening the door. Am I going down? Oh, it's here it opened. Okay, okay.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
Can I get a soda?
What's this? What's down here?
Fine.
Oh no. Oh God, no.
Reviews.
Stanley, it's a collection of
shit.
reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor.
Oh.
I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
Oh, probably
Surely
shit.
these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh, they're probably not going to be good. Damn.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Oh, shit. See? You got a good review here. Oh, damn.
Okay, let's see what this one says.
Spin
While
that.
the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this
Oh, damn.
preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record.
You build this nice
I feel
place and then the
like a
entire
failure.
backside to it. Damn.
Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable
Oh,
isn't
another
quite as...
one.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Oh, damn. Is he going to give me a skip button?
Well,
Oh, damn.
well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
Oh, he's going to
Not
hate
if
me
it
for
means
this.
we can
I'm
strike
gonna
these
skip everything he's
negative
saying.
reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my
Yeah.
motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Okay.
And here it is. Go.
Yep, he talked too much.
Oh, you're back, you see? You
Nice,
were
fuck
only
much,
frozen
man.
in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of
Yeah,
unnecessary...
okay. Exactly, unnecessary.
Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption... Okay, welcome back, Stanley.
Thank
Now,
you.
I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer.
Well, you
That
keep
last
talking
one was,
longer and longer.
well, I want to say maybe 30,
Yeah, you
45
talk too
minutes.
much.
Stanley!
What up, man?
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really... Oh, Stanley. You're back. You're back. Oh my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with.
See,
and you
he's
think
talking
that
a lot
that's
again.
just
Like, maybe we
how
should
it's
skip it
always
again.
been, right? Me talking.
Yep. Too bad. You talk too much.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome.
Hey.
I have had time to think about you and about us and about
Okay, we're gonna go on rambling again. Hello? Hello? Hey, he's not talking. But now I'm bored, so again. Is there a bomb? Fucking tinnitus. Can I skip it? Ah! Yep, skip it. Too loud.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, end.
Oh, he gone again. Sir? Mister? Okay. Guess we skip forward again.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end,
yeah, he lost
never the
it. He
end,
lost
is
it.
never the end.
Skip the shit. Oh, he gone again. Damn. Okay. Oh shit. Yeah, this one went to hell. Alright, again I guess. This is bright as fuck. Oh shit, hey. It's turning kinda beautiful. Okay. What happens if we skip again? Because the narrator's obviously, like, he's long gone. Okay. Oh, shit. Everything turns to hell. Oh shit, it's creepy. No. Skip this shit. Hell no. Oh. Okay, this is turning really fucking creepy. Skip. Yep. Oh shit. Hello? How long was I skipping for? Can I press it again? Hello? Button? Oh, the button stopped working. Oh, damn. Okay. I think we went through a couple thousand years. You know, just a couple. So, I think it's fine. But hey, open world game. I like it. Open world game. Okay, then we see the heat rays. We follow the sun. Follow the sun. I think like that's the best choice. Looking directly at the sun. Oh. See, should have looked at the sun, turned myself blind. And I'm back here. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Restarted me here. Okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
How are your input? Hey, it's a different screen. Yeah. Input received. Can I continue? Because this screen was not there before. It did not say that last time. Oh, it does nothing now. Okay. The computers are different this time. Because there was not this last time. Okay, let's see. Oh, new content. Hey, fuck yeah, we going this. Hey,
Oh, good.
new
You
content.
notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
It's gonna be nice. New content. I like it. New content. Backwards. Okay. Imagine it's like jump rope
You
or
see,
like
Stanley,
the jumping
I've been
circle, but
reflecting
again.
on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be.
Agreed.
The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Hold up, the music is way too loud. Holy shit. Music volume there. Ooh.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many
they got
possibilities.
Swedish here.
It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even
You got a point.
mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
You got
Now,
a
to
good
be
point.
clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features
all they
I've been
did was just-
developing for it. I think that
All
if
they
I can
did was
mostly
run a bunch of
organize a
tools.
handful
Yeah,
of
man.
interesting concepts,
That's perfect.
that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around
Google
them.
design
It'll all
codes,
work itself
the
out.
sequel
Game
to the
development is much
Stanley
more of a fuzzy
Parable.
magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
The iBird. Gotta love it. Let's wait till the show floor. Tough crowd. Can I go on the bus instead? That would be nice. You know, taking a little road trip instead. God damn.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Okay. I still can't jump though. I still can't jump. Hear your name in the game. Can't.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course,
Big,
the first and
small,
most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as
actually?
people. So with that in mind, my first edition... Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name
I was like,
Jim.
is there-
But of course,
Okay.
in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of
I'm
this
Jim now.
feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a
Jim
person
now.
named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dream. Jim. Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished
Actually,
setting
I'm
up the
Jim.
backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name.
No,
Okay, we're
that's my
doing
name,
it
Jim.
again, and
You
this
got
time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim. All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this button. Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on?
Okay. Can I open these doors? Cool if there was like a secret door I can go through. Doesn't look like it though.
Maybe I'll only
What is
let
this?
people named Jim play the Stanley Parable 2. And An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes,
I don't
yes,
know.
it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay, free achievement, infinite holds, settings, world champion. You know what? I want a free champion. Fucking free new plus easy achievement. Yeah, I would love that. Where is it? Polarity your achievement, no more steps, it just works. Okay, I like that.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
Yeah, I want that.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Give it. Give it. Give it. I don't think I'm getting it. I got scammed. Sad shit, honestly. Is there anything else in?
What else? What
They got
other
the jump
exhibits
circle!
haven't we seen yet?
Oh, never mind. Jumps remaining 0.
You know what? Let's bring the jump
Yeah.
circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump
Can I
circle.
get some more?
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
Thought he was gonna let me jump some more. Doesn't let me. Piece of shit. Ooh, exit. I don't know. The Stanley Parable 2 is looking a bit disappointed, you know? I think I'm gonna go through the exit. Whole last place. See, jump circle, this map free achievement, the button that says the name of the player, merch, settings for champion, Stanley Parable reassurance bucket, office decorations, epilogue, collectibles, infinite hole, exit. I'm taking the exit, fuck this shit. Nothing's even finished yet, so it's like, what's the point?
Oh, goodness. Stanley, this is very awkward.
Bruh.
I hate to do this, but before you leave, you really should go to both the exhibits for the bucket and the collectibles. You see, there's a surprise I was going to spring on you later, and it involves both of them. And I really do hate to break the illusion, but it's important that you go see the collectibles and the bucket, okay?
I'll do it for you.
All right, I'll get out of your hair now.
Who the fuck is it then? Ah, there it is. There's, I don't know.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a
Wait, where is
chaotic
it?
sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well,
Where's the bucket?
I'm
Is it
happy
gonna
to
come
say
out of
that
that
after
hole?
much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's
Oh, yeah,
the
it is.
Stanley Parable
That's nice,
Reassurance
that's nice.
Bucket. You see, Stanley,
not gonna lie, it looks like a
anytime you're
pretty good
holding
bucket to
the
me.
bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel
only could grab
perfectly
the hook and
normal
go like
and perhaps
right up the hole.
even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest,
Ooh, computer.
it's a much more
use
convenient
it.
solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable.
I really
Can you
think I
imagine
would
what a
need to skip
pain in
on
the
the
ass
guy by
that
now.
would
He's
be?
yapping too
Yes,
much.
the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Okay. Oh, I can actually pick it up.
Can you feel it?
I feel it.
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair,
Holy shit,
must
that's
already
actually
be
really good.
sweeping through your body.
I get
And
to
in
actually
fact,
carry a bucket
can I
with me.
say
That's
that I
peak
do
content.
believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Ah, thank you.
The
Hold up.
benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this
I like
and
it.
more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
I don't know, it seems like a pretty good game now. Like, the bucket just made it like a 10 out of 10.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Happy 12th birthday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
Bruh. Alright, thank you.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No.
You should.
No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Can I see the collectibles?
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact,
hole.
a
I'm gonna jump into
hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling.
I like that.
You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for
just me and
video
my
games
bucket.
as
I
a
like
medium. You see, isn't it wonderful?
Isn't
One
it
of my more
wonderful? I like
ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to
actually
see
infinite.
the
It's like that
infinite
one episode of
hole,
Adventure
you
Time.
can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Nah. I wonder what happens if we just continue falling here.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
I don't know. Okay, fine, I'll do it.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Okay. Bro, I found a black hole, threw me into it, and give me a teleport. Alright, where are the collectibles though? I want the collectibles. Oh, dang. What is this?
Collectibles.
Oh, it is.
Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2,
Yo.
you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of
Yo.
them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number
I
go
got a
up.
bucket, though.
You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
This looks really good though, I'm not gonna lie. That shit looks really good. Alright, so there's 6 of them. Okay.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
I don't care, I got my bucket. I'm gonna go to the exit now. I got my bucket, that's all I need. I told me last time, go to the bucket, go to the collectibles, that's it. Oh, there. It's gonna be funny if you can if you can find even more collectibles.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I
they're
know it's not
alright.
exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment.
Okay.
I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Alright.
Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
I like it. Free achievement, bucket, collectible.
Well, I
Jumpers.
mean, there's potential
Moving
here,
on.
right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on.
No,
Let me
no,
do a
it's
different
okay.
arrangement. Okay, yes. Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Oh, what the fuck?
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a
You have two
coherent
infinite
video
holes
game
now.
at all.
I
It's a
think
lot
it's
of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
So
Would it
this is like
possibly
an
work?
amazing game.
I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up.
Is it just
All
gonna
right,
put like an
perfect.
infinity hole on it?
Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, okay.
All of
Just
his
added the
co-workers
balloons.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The bucket.
Stanley picked
Yes,
up
sir.
the bucket.
I like it. I got my bucket with me.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
I don't care.
Stanley
I
took
like
the door
it.
on
It's
his
a bucket.
left to go back to the meeting room. And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Is this a way? Can I open it? Oh, I can't.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
A broom
Perhaps
closet.
his boss's office was where he... Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
Yeah.
You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy.
Hell
It's
no.
as clear as day.
Give him
This
my bucket.
broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
Fuck no.
I can really feel it now. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and
Anybody know the
guiding
code?
light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him, always. The bucket would.
How do I open it?
The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's
No,
desk.
I noticed that.
Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
Oh.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket
Shit,
guiding
sucks
him?
fuck.
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Oh shit. Hey yo, collectible.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley
it.
figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these. Only the intrinsic pleasure of a job
Okay,
well
got it.
done.
That's
You
all I
can't
wanted.
buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Alright, let me get out of the screen. Thank you. Can I go behind here? Huh, they could really add a secret there. What is this? Oh damn. It's taking me somewhere. I don't know where, but it's taking me somewhere.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket.
Yeah, I got the
Soothing
bucket.
him,
I guess all I
comforting
needed.
him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Thank you. Oh, damn. Can I take it back up? Oh, shit, I can.
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again.
I'm gonna do that.
The bucket said nothing.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna try pressing number 3. I don't know. It feels it's calling to me, you know? It's number 3. Okay, better do something.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over. Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life.
I am.
Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent.
Yo, this
was a
fun.
shock to
It's peak content.
Stanley,
I like it.
who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator. Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
I don't know, that was pretty fun.
A hint of regret nagged in the back of Stanley's mind. Should Stanley and the bucket walk straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility?
Oh, damn. Oh, shit.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Can I? Oh, shit.
But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below.
Walk to the street.
Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned
Should I
his
see you there on
fall.
Twitch? I love
Now, what to do next? Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here.
Alright, I can do that.
So they set up a little couch and
Yeah,
relaxed.
nice.
It really wasn't so bad down here. A bit cold, perhaps.
There. Oh.
After some time had gone by,
Hey,
they
even better,
installed a
see
few
what a fucking-
shelves as well, and a sort of
Fluffy,
kitchenette
it's been
that
really
was
nice.
useful for when the bucket was craving
called?
paninis.
I've been seeing some endings. I got my
But it wasn't until the
bucket in my
rugs
hand,
and the
as you see,
standing
it's
lamps
fucking
came
great,
in
man.
that it really started to feel like a home.
And got
In
myself
fact,
a home,
after some
as you see.
time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even
I bought it on
thought
the
of the
Steam
mind
sale, it's
control
nice.
facility at all. He'd never gotten to fully explore what was up there, never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility. This lack of closure began to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on his regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning.
Oh, damn.
It unsettled the bucket
Oh,
deeply.
damn.
Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again, staying on the path. It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I need to see the true ending.
Fine.
This made no sense at all to the bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley was unconsolable. This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground. The bucket sighed. True, it wasn't an ending. But it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually. It's what the bucket was counting on.
Goddamn.
The two of them waited for a very long time.
How long? Shit. Oh, I'm back here.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
You know what?
Perhaps
I'm
he
gonna
had
leave the
simply
bucket
missed
this
a
time.
memo.
It's whining too much. This is not the original path.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
left
he
door.
entered the door on his left.
Oh shit! The game was getting rid of. What the fuck? There will be a reward. Find them all. Okay, okay.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned
I don't know,
around
it's pretty
and got back
comfortable
on
here.
track.
I like it. It's pretty nice. How y'all feel, man? You know, closet. It looks pretty comfortable to me. See, there's a box here. We can lay and sleep there.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow.
Exactly,
Just an
I like it.
empty broom closet.
Okay,
No
fine.
reason to still be here. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked
I'm gonna go down
upstairs
this
to his boss's office.
Hey, collectible.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, there really
like
must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
Mini
Stanley
stands.
figs. What about Stanlerines? Yes,
Stanlerines.
I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Only to find 3 more.
But Stanley
Hey,
just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Is this
All
just
because he
repeating?
believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
yo.
And then something
Oh, I'm
occurred
stuck.
to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any
Hey,
logical
it's all repeating.
sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why
I
did
can't see my
doors
feet when I
close
look down.
automatically behind him wherever he went?
Where are the doors?
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have
buddy.
finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to
don't
go
know.
back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Hey, yo.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
There's... I
And
can
while he
continue
thought
going
it
like
all
this. I'm not
very
going to get
odd
anything.
and wondered if
Just
this
continue.
voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
I don't know. Don't seem
So
like
he
a dream
closed
to me.
his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
Preach.
Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My
Well, you got
life
that
is
brain tumor.
normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
You are not okay. Yep, back here. Back to walking these endless halls.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please,
Oh,
just
shit.
someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh shit, everything went black. Okay.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Fuck. Who's Mariella?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her
shit.
place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed
That's a
dead
plot
on
twist.
the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am
she don't
in
have a
control
tumor.
of my
She
mind.
good?
I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring
Why do you
down
look
at the
like fucking
body,
Gary Smart characters?
and then she turned and ran.
Damn. Back here. Alright, honestly, I think I'm gonna end the stream right here. Enough Stanley for today. I'll definitely continue streaming this because I looked it up. It has like 42 endings. So, yeah, gonna be pretty interesting to watch it again. So I'm gonna end the stream first on TikTok. So everybody who's here, thank you. Have a good one. And fucking everybody on Twitch. Very nice having y'all here. Have a good one.